Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So it's Marina the Soul Alchemist, and I am coming live for another 5 minutes of magical insights, wisdom, tips, tricks, and hacks to support you with creating more magic in your March. And we're going to end on our last day around pendulum healing, pendulum dowsing, pendulum alchemy. And I'm going to talk about charts. So I would encourage you, if you are going to build up your practice around using the pendulum as your physical intuitive tool to support you. Get my little pendulum. This is one of my most used pendulums for the healing. This is the Grand Akashic that is from Eric's Hunter's website, pendulumalchemy.com. And I would encourage you to start to build up your repertoire of charts. Now, your charts you can create yourself quite easily with using a Google sheet or an Excel sheet. So you've got these beautiful columns that you can create. And this is a very basic sheet here, which I showed yesterday, where you're kind of creating these columns. And what I tend to do is have columns written across the top. And then normally this is rows. It really just depends on kind of what it is that you're putting on your chart. So this particular has individual types of things in terms of topic that then relate all the way across. But it might be that your whole chart, for instance, is all about energetic frequencies. So this is another chart that I've created for the Akashic Code certification. And it also all the negative frequencies that we have as in terms of that's connected to a particular Akashic block. So there isn't the need to do the individual names down here. It's just rows and then column. And what that just in kind of like supports you with is being able to find the right energetic frequency or whatever the thing might be within that kind of row, and then really pinpoint it with your intuition. So it's just a really easy way to create a chart. So you may want to do that about money blocks. You may want to do it about your business. There are other kinds of charts, as you can see on that particular. So I've created that one myself, but this one I've actually created on a website that actually it's specifically made to create these like semicircle charts, and you can put in as many rows as you want. So there's two different types of charts that you can create. One where you can kind of use your pendulum to then direct you on what the answer is, and you either say, is it within the first row or second row, third row, fourth row, because these can go really big. They can have as many layers as you want and as many rows. Or you can just actually say and ask questions. Is it in row 1? Is it in row 2? Is it in row 3? As I was kind of showing yesterday. So definitely start to make your own charts, get playful with it, because that's going to really help you. However, you may not need to find or create your own charts, because there is and I wonder if I can put this in the comments actually. There is a website, which I'm just going to share here actually, if I can. I'll see if I can share the link. May or may not work. If not, I can put it in the comments afterwards. But it's basically called subtil.net. And there is thousands of charts on there. So it might know that you may not even need to make your own chart. But if you've got something specific, like that's really kind of connected to your particular line of work, then that chart might not exist. But as a basic, I would go on there and get a percentage chart, get a numbers chart, because that's a kind of standard basic chart that you would have off there. What they've also got here, this is quite a good one. This is a chakras chart. So it's lower and upper chakras. And what you can do is you can find out, what is the thing that I need to work on at the moment for me to feel more aligned or feel more energized. And then what you can do is you can ask, you just basically put your put your pendulum over the top and allow it to swing. And obviously, because it's a round chart, it's going to swing over backwards and forwards over a particular, place on the chart. And then obviously, because this has got 2 rows, you need to find out, is it in the outer row, is it in the middle row? And then you're either going to have to find out, is it at this side or is it this side? Because your pendulum's going to be doing this. And then when you get a yes, ideally your pendulum will do its movement. And then you can find out, okay, so it's actually me, lack of compassion is, in whatever way, is draining my energy at the moment. So maybe I need to have more compassion with myself. So it's just like kind of using these charts to really expand your usage of your pendulum, but also you can have a lot of fun with it. But it will really open up how you can use your pendulum for magic. Hi Juanita, good to see you here. So go and definitely have a look at subtil.net. I've put the link in there. You've got an option to also create your own free account, and then you can actually start to create your own semicircle charts. You'd probably be able to do full circle charts as well in there, but they've got some fabulous ones that I've actually printed off. And what I would invite you to do then is to start putting all your charts together in a folder so that you can kind of just go to wherever you need to go to get that information. So, I've got, this is another good one, actually. This is off that particular website. So this is all about resistance. So resistance to feeling, resistance to being, and resistance to doing. So you can really start to pinpoint for yourself or for your clients or family, what's going on for them? What are they resisting? And you've got a chart there already made for you to gain information. So this is really good because it just gives you awareness about what's going on for you in the subconscious, what you're kind of bringing out through your behaviors, maybe that you're just not seeing for yourself, and you're connecting in with your intuition, with your pendulum in a very physical way. You've got a tool, you've got charts, you get your answers. We don't need to be in the dark about this stuff. We can actually empower ourselves to use these things. So I would invite you to go and have a look at Subtil over the weekend and just see all of them. I mean, there's tons on there. There's hundreds. So you might be lost down a rabbit hole for a little while. And yeah, just start printing them off and then start to create your own folder for using pendulum charts. Now, if you go back to listening to my pendulum alchemy, which I think might have been Tuesday, I give you more information about how to do the clearing and the healing and the activations in terms of pendulum spin and things like that. So that's going to really help you. If you do find that there is some energies that you need to clear, then I've given you a way to do that, and I've explained more about that. I think that was on Tuesdays. So that is all that I want to share, I think, at this point around pendulum alchemy. So I hope that you found all of these 5 days where I've been sharing all about that topic. I hope you found it really, really useful. If you want to know more about Akashic Records, that was not last week. Well, that wasn't this week, that was last week. So you've got 5 days kind of talking a little bit about the Akashic Records, but also the power of intention and setting up space for your spiritual work, your spiritual practices. On Monday, I'm going to talk about sulfrago frequencies, because that's something that I imprint into my physical body water every day. I imprint that into my clothes, and I imprint it into my multidimensional being to bring me balance. So I'm going to talk more about the sulfrago frequencies, the benefits, what they are, and the benefits of actually imprinting yourself at that vibrational frequency. It's just really good for balance and just encouraging general well-being. But I'm going to talk about the different frequencies and what they support you with. So that's what we're going to look at on Monday. So it's going to be about 6 p.m. on Monday. So have a beautiful weekend. Love and blessings. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.